Hi everyone, welcome to Evan's Remains. Or should I say welcome back. I just finished that puzzle because that would have taken too long to record anyway. And I'm already, I get not confused, I just have so many more questions. And I feel like every episode we find out a little bit more about the game and about like the story, and I feel like I should just stop asking questions, just see how this plays out, because I have so many questions. But let's just keep going. How's it going? How's what going? The translations. Oh. I'll read what I have. Okay. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons are sacred. Why did you stop? That's everything I've got so far. So what? What do you think? I think it's too early to make any conclusions. That's how I feel about this game. It doesn't sound sensible. The language is elementary, almost confused. That's because it's not only an ancient language, but it's also completely different than ours. Some words are probably going to sound silly. Trying to translate a completely unknown language to English is probably going to sound bad. The meaning remains. I think it means something like, eternal shall be the one who remains on our sacred something. Do we take it literally, or is it some kind of metaphor? I was wondering that too, but it doesn't exactly come with instructions. You know how they used to write millennia ago? Grand language full of symbolism, alliterations, subtle references, wordplay. I must have missed the memo on that one. That kind of language never gets to the point. It seems really pretentious, and it makes me nervous. Well, maybe they wanted to add one more level of difficulty. How so? Oh no. Obfuscating? I don't know English. Their writing makes it obfuscating. Their writing makes it harder for fools or thieves to uncover the artifact. Making a riddle could act as a screening mechanism. Makes sense, I guess. Or maybe they just liked being pretentious. Anyway, I think it's best to wait until we have the complete translation. Then we can draw our conclusions. I suppose that works. What can you tell me about these monoliths? Are you solving the puzzles too? I'm not sure if they're necessary for the artifact to take effect, but something tells me it's not a good idea to avoid them. Why not? They had to be built for a reason. Well, at any rate, you shouldn't be solving them. How does that help you find Evan? That's true. No, but we're gonna find the artifact to find Evan. Yet I haven't seen you walk around a single one so far. 1, I don't want to get away from the seashore. 2, I don't plan on touching the water. 3, they're pretty fun. Some of them are a little confusing for me. I'm a little slow. It's the best choice. I won't deny that. I'm lying through my teeth here. In reality, there's something about them that intrigues me. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like solving them is the only way to find out. Oh, are the puzzles gonna have a meaning too? Other than like the words? Anyway. Those are large rose bushes. Or maybe they're not rose bushes, I don't know, but they look huge. Okay, I'll be back on this one. Oh, that took 20 minutes, but I got it! Good stuff, good stuff. What a view. I gotta admit, the place is beautiful. Yeah, it actually is for like a broken place, an old, ancient place. It's beautiful. Okay. This one was much shorter than the last one. Which honestly, the puzzles are still fun, not complaining, but still... I'm struggling a little bit. The monoliths, huh? It's so strange. Should I tell him? I don't know why, but... You should tell him. I could swear... But what would they gain? Thinking about all of this just raises even more questions. Agreed. Whatever, not my problem. I came here to do my job. And that's what I intend to do. Okay, while editing the last video, I was starting to think that... Oh, she stopped. I was starting to think that maybe she was kidnapped by the research facility. And that's why... But Clover said his sister was sick, right? Then there would be no reason for him to be worried about... Unless he knows she was kidnapped and is pretending that she's sick. Maybe he's lying too. I don't know. Another puzzle. Cool. God. 16 monoliths and counting. And there are a bunch more ahead of us. I guess it'll be a long night of translations. Or we could sleep. I imagine we'll stop to rest at some point, right? I don't plan on following you all night. It's still too early to stop. How do you know? You didn't even look at your watch. How strange. My watch has stopped. Oh, is it broken? No. No, Vanille, your watch isn't broken. Oh, time has stopped. If you can read minds, it's probably time to confess. Ha! Not even the worst psychic would waste his abilities on you. Ouch. You're just too easy to read. Pfft. Now you're my therapist. No, but it's the same face I made as soon as I looked at my watch after arriving on the island. For some reason, neither watches nor compasses work here. Oh. Now that I think about it, if Upring had some secret base somewhere on the island, they could have raised an electromagnetic field big enough to interrupt electronic devices. Or we're in the Nether in Minecraft, where no compasses or sundial things work. So that way, they could hide the island from satellites and radar. Or that's smart too. Could that be the case? Hey, I'm sorry, right? I was just joking. Ah? Are you mad at me? Oh, no, I was just thinking about something. Where were we? Oh yeah. My legs are killing me. And I'm hungry. Let's at least sit down for a minute. Please? I can't afford to. I know what you're thinking. You think if you hurry and try to waste as little time as possible, you'll be more efficient and you'll achieve more in less time. But really, fatigue leads to mistakes, which just costs more time. I should take that advice seriously. What would usually take you an hour now takes you 3. In the long run, you'll lose more time than you think you're saving. Not to mention, now you'll need twice the amount of rest to recover again. I understand your determination, and I know your little sister can't wait. Which is me, I think. But you'll only reach your maximum potential if you rest properly, without overextending yourself. You'll feel better and your body will thank you, believe me. You sound like you're trying to sell me something. I know what I'm saying. College teaches you these kinds of things the hard way. Yes, they do. You win, Vanille. Yay! College does indeed teach you that the hard way. And why does this glitch? Because I think this is a flashback, but like, why is it like this? I'll go with Treno. Impressive. You hit the nail on the head. What were you expecting? What are you up to, Clover? You'd never make that move. Oh. Hey, Clover. Have you ever bet on Spy Master? Never. Does the idea sound interesting? Not really. You can make money. I've done it. Not to be rude here, but your appearance doesn't exactly scream financial advice. Oh, that's really rude. You know what they say about appearances? Yeah. I like the game, but I don't think it's worth taking too seriously. Why not? You're not bad. I don't know. Spy Master has always just been a hobby for me. I've got more important things to worry about than gambling. Like what? My family? Oh. I see. I love playing. For a few seconds, I just forget about everything else. It's a brief moment, a momentary trance, in which I become one with the game. I couldn't live without the Spy Master. I've achieved a lot thanks to playing it. Pretty much everything I have. Betting? Yep. Because I always win. Are you sure? Hermesia. You're assassin, am I right? Again? No. No. How didn't I realize? Are you okay? Yeah. It's just really hot here. What is wrong with me? Why can't I beat him? He's cheating. We're having a picnic! I like picnics. Don't you think? I'd like to agree. But honestly, I didn't pay much attention. I'm telling you, I'm sure it's not my imagination. They're not always getting progressively harder. The difficulty curve is all over the place. I think they're getting harder. I think the strangest thing in all of this is you, Vanille. Oh. Huh? Me? Why? Since you arrived here, you haven't stopped talking about Evan, upbringing, or secret bases. And all of a sudden, you start to talk about college. What I'm trying to say is, who are you exactly? Some kind of secret agent? Nah, she's just procrastinating from her college stuff. Ha. Feels weird when I'm not the one asking questions. Well, although Upbring hired me to come to the islands, their motives are completely unknown to me. But you do know Evan, right? That's why they sent you? Never so much spoken a word with the guy. Had you worked with Upbring before then? Never. I give up. I don't get it. Why you? Doesn't it make more sense for them to send, I don't know, a rescue team or something? According to Upbring, it's no use trying to understand Evan. Or at least that was the excuse they used with me. Yes, Evan seemed to know about me without me knowing him. You don't wonder why? I wonder, alright, but I have no idea. Is there something special about me? I doubt it. Maybe he just randomly picked someone. For whatever reason, for whatever he wants to achieve. So he wasn't kidnapped. Did he disappear of his own volition? I've already told you, Clover. I don't have the slightest idea. Your guess is as good as mine. When I first arrived, I thought you were here because of him, too. For a moment, I thought that whatever he was up to involved multiple people. But I've already discounted that hypothesis. Sounds like you're gonna be the guinea pig for some dark experiment. Why would you accept a job like that? It sounds dangerous. Oh, I think he cares for us. Terrifying. Anyway. I'm not supposed to say this, but they offered me money. Oh, I mean, of course they did. That's how a job works. No, Clover. I mean, they offered me a ton of money. More than I've ever imagined making for my entire life. Something tells me you do have something special after all. At least, special for Evan. Or, well, whoever is behind this. You get the idea. But what is it? What's so special about me? A while ago, I thought trying to answer these questions just seems to raise even more questions. In any case, that's why I accepted. Money trouble? There's no nice way for me to say this. I just love money. A lot of people do. I've always loved it. I can't say it without feeling like the scum of the earth. People like to pretend, I don't care about material things, I don't care about money. Everybody wants money. The only difference is I'm happy to admit it. Whether you like to accept it or not, money makes life much, much easier. I like to think that's why I want it, for an easy life. And not just because I'm greedy. I grew up in a family where we lived paycheck to paycheck. Money was always a sore spot for our parents. They fought constantly. Being offered that amount just to come find Evan, it seemed too good to be true. But it wasn't. That's why I don't care that much. I don't care what Evan wants. I don't care if he knew me. I don't care what people think. I don't care if my life may be in danger. I don't care if I'm doing the right thing. If there's money involved, you can count me in. There's nothing wrong in admitting what makes you happy. We all have something. As long as you're not hurting anyone. Maybe I'd hurt someone. As long as there's money, maybe I don't care. God, I'm awful. Sitting with the altruist here isn't exactly helping. The contrast makes me feel even worse, you know. Am I an altruist? Just look at yourself. You're doing this for someone from your family. You decided to help me without asking anything in return. I believe there comes a time when you realize all the things you've been worrying about all these years, they don't actually matter. And you pass the time, your whole life, willfully ignoring the things that are truly valuable. But that's not what really hurts. What really hurts is that you knew what mattered all along. Ooh. Deep down, you always knew. You just decided to live your life that way. Believing that later there would be time for everything else. There will be time for your family later. There will be time for your friends later. Right now, you just think about your problems. Eventually you realize that later is an excuse. It doesn't exist. There is no later, because it's already far, far too late. In that moment, you realize why you're put on this planet. And more importantly, you realize the things that are worth living for. The ones you'll remember when you're about to die. The ones that make you happy. Heh, ironic. Learning the lesson when there's nothing else you can do. But I guess that's how it works, right? I thought I couldn't feel any worse for just wanting money. But hey, congratulations, I feel even worse. Heh. Just don't forget that those are important to you. I won't. But, you know, this doesn't make sense. You sound like an old man on his deathbed. Oh, he's immortal. I don't know how old you are, but you look like you still have 3/4 of your life left. Oh. Did I say something wrong? You're completely right, Vanille. Why do I bother worrying? I forgot to thank you. You know, for everything. If I had to be here on my own, I wouldn't have lasted much longer without losing it. Heh, I think that's most people. One look at the place, I'm sure most folks would turn around. Don't worry about it. We should go on, shouldn't we? What happened to your immense tiredness? On second thought, I can probably keep going until midnight. Which would make sense if I knew what time it was. Whatever. This brief rest was enough to keep going. We can stop when we get too tired. I'll clean up then. Wow, those were some deep words from Clover. I didn't expect that in this episode. But I agree with a lot what he's saying. With the whole, yeah, I'll do this later, I'll get to this later, I have time. And we like to pretend that we have time, but I don't think, that's not always the case. And I didn't expect to hear that from this game, but I'm glad. I'm glad they put that in there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll continue this in the next episode. But for now, I think I'm just gonna stop right there. Alright? Have a good day, everyone. Bye.